Hey there everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. So for this week's video, I wanted to talk about something that is a little bit more personal and a little bit more deep, so to speak, because in just a few days' time, I will be turning 30 years old. And as I prepare to enter into this new decade of my life, I have been doing a lot of reflecting lately, whether it's lessons I've learned, things I've experienced, the growth that I've gone through, and I want to share a few key lessons that I've learned and a few things that I am hoping to become or do more of in my 30s and beyond. So for the first thing I've learned is really just giving yourself a lot of grace. And even when you think you've given yourself enough grace, give yourself even more grace, because especially for me, and I'm sure others can relate to this, I spent so much of my 20s learning how to think differently about a lot of the things that were just instilled in me in my childhood and my high school years and my college years. And it really wasn't until I went into therapy even more that I realized, oh, you mean not everyone does things like this? You know, growing up, especially in a Latina household, there's a lot of ideas of machismo and not talking about mental health all that much. And for the longest time, I was just very keeping things to myself and not really wanting to burden other people with my problems. And it wasn't until like my late teens, going into my 20s, that I learned to stop doing that, to stop keeping things inside. And in my 20s, I feel like it was a lot of learning to do that even more and to be more open about my issues. We all are going through quite a bit in our 20s, whether it's adulthood. First off, that's a big thing. Secondly, it could be going into the workforce. It could be learning how to do a lot of things yourself for the first time. Even for me, that was a big thing, because I didn't really get that on-campus college experience when I went to DePaul University here in Chicago. I had to commute to and from home every day, rain or shine, for 2 years. And it really wasn't until the last few years of my 20s that I truly experienced independence, of having my own place and thinking a lot for myself, which I really didn't do a lot in the first few years of my 20s. Long story short, girl, give yourself some grace. If I could say that to my 20-year-old self, is just like, you're going to go through a lot of lessons and changes and shifts, and girl, you're going to come out in like a few years' time, and that's going to be a whole other thing that you're going to go through. You're going to essentially come of age again. Whether it's your first date, whether it's just all the emotions that you go through in terms of the dating scene, all the things that you have to repress for a lot of your life. Secondly, I would say, believe in yourself more, because even looking back now, like, there are so many things that I've done that I cannot believe I did. Whether it was some of the things that I've done in my corporate job, whether it's creating, editing, releasing a $20,000+ short film. A lot of the mentality that I have now is from the experiences I went through in my 20s, to the point now where I feel like no matter what obstacles come my way, no matter what challenges I'm going to face, I may not know the answer right now, but I'm capable of facing it, and I will figure out a solution. I will see it through, and I'm going to be okay. And then thirdly, and I wish it didn't take me this long to get to this point, to embrace this idea more, but it's, don't live your life based on the opinions of other people. Whether it's caring how someone will react to a choice you make, or doing something solely because someone else thought you should do this. For a long time, I lived my life by those ideas, and it really wasn't until I had my own place for the first time ever in my life last year, living in that studio apartment, that I started thinking more for myself. And in doing so, I learned a lot more about, oh, this thing is not really resonating with me anymore. I think everyone can benefit from time with themselves to really think about where you are right now. Is it fulfilling you? And if it's not fulfilling you, figure out, what can I do to feel more fulfilled in my life? I just wish I didn't care so much about what other people thought about what I did with the things that I've done in my 20s. And I think in doing so, you will find your people, you will find your friends, your family. And I think in doing so, you will find the people that are meant to be with you and support you every step of the way. And then a bonus lesson I will add is reach out for help more. There were many moments where I did not reach out for help, where I didn't call somebody to get their thoughts on a mental health rough patch I was going through. And many times, even just ranting to somebody, having someone there just to listen, or having someone just in the same room as you or on the same call as you, made me feel a lot better. If you're lucky to have people in your life that are there with you through not just the good times, but also are there to help bring you back up on your feet during the bad times, hold on to those people, because those people are just so special and so important and so, I might even say rare these days. And so to the people in my life who have been that for me and much more, I'm so thankful for you. That's really what I want to do more of in my 30s. Do more things because I want to spending more quality time with the people in my life and doing things that, as I mentioned in my end of year video last year, just help me feel more alive and more present and more just being in the here and now. I am very excited for what my 30s has in store for me. And if you're watching this and you're in your 20s right now, know that you are capable of doing whatever it is you want to set your mind to. If it's a new project, if it's a new hobby, if it's going out there finding friends. That's another thing I'm doing more of this year, is like going out there to events where I don't know many people, but I'm gonna figure it out. Like, I'm not like a total social introvert, but like, I do have anxiety when going into new crowds of people that I don't know very well. So nonetheless, whatever comes your way, you're capable of taking it on. But at the same time, don't be afraid to reach out for help if and when you need it. So with that said, that is the end of my first video in what I'm calling my 30 diaries. I'm excited for what lies ahead, and thank you all so much for watching this video. As always, I hope you have a wonderful day. Be safe, be happy, be well, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again later. Bye, all.